It's a really tough decision, isn't it? I mean, choosing where to go to college affects every part of your life. At first it's fun, thinking and planning what you might do, talking with your friends. But then, all of a sudden, it's time to make a choice. Pick one over another. And sometimes what you want for yourself is different from your friends. Maybe it's been easy for you. I hope so. But it sure wasn't for me when I was a senior in high school. I was torn between a couple of schools. I guess it's obvious I picked Florida Southern, and I'm very happy with my decision. There are 3 big reasons for that. And rather than just tell you what they are, I want to show you. Let you get a picture, a feel for what it's like here. Maybe it'll help you picture yourself here. The funny thing about Florida Southern is that hardly anybody knows anyone else when they first arrive. But you won't believe how fast that changes. They make it easy for you to meet people at orientation, and since everyone's in the same boat, you just naturally get together. It's really pretty amazing. In just a few days, you know people from all over the country, maybe even the world. You find those you have a lot in common with, and those you don't have much in common with at all. To me, that's one of the big reasons you go to college, to meet new people and have new experiences. I was looking forward to it, but to be honest, I was a little nervous about it too. When I got here, I found out almost everybody felt the same way when they were freshmen. Everyone goes out of their way to make you feel welcome, no matter how long they've been here. Many of the students I know, including myself, made a lot of friends in just a few weeks. The reason is that you're going through all these new things together. Being away from home, living in a dorm, and adjusting to campus life. I won't tell you that's easy for everyone. I think it's hard on most of us to be thrown into a whole new environment. But Florida Southern's size does make all that easier to get used to. Of course, you get to know everyone in your dorm really fast. Then right away, you'll see faces around campus who you know from your classes, clubs, and other places. And since everyone eats in the same cafeteria, it's like a whole community getting together 3 times a day. So if you're trying to picture yourself at Florida Southern, make sure plenty of other people are in the scene, because in a few months, you'll have some great new friends. I guess it used to be you could get a college degree and your future was pretty much guaranteed. But you probably know that's not the way it works anymore. The competition for jobs is really heavy. And companies want people who have solid experience, more than what you get from books and lectures. They really understand that at Florida Southern. It's why they emphasize what they call hands-on learning. What does that mean? Well, listen for yourself.
One of the things I like best about the faculty at Florida Southern College is its professional experience. Our English profs write, they're creative people. Our religion professors preach, they do research, they write also. Our mass communications people have done print journalism, they've been broadcasters. Our psychology profs have been active in the counseling field. But all of us bring a great deal of practical experience to the classroom that allows us to give students hands-on, real-world exposure to what they can expect when they graduate. From a student's perspective, we're able to get them involved in real-world projects, such as those for the college itself, where we do research for the admissions office, for example, where we developing survey instruments for our students. We're able to work with local businesses to help them solve current problems of benefit to them and, of course, of benefit to our students. And perhaps most important of all, we have a very significant field experience or internship program throughout the college in most of the departments. And those internships often lead to job opportunities, in addition, of course, to giving the student practical exposure to a field, helping that student to decide whether that's the field he or she wants, and in relating what's happening in the classroom to what they see on the job itself. And there's no better way to get that experience than through internship.
What makes Florida Southern unique is that we don't just offer degrees, we offer life development. We try to provide an opportunity for students to grow, to mature on their own, but with some careful guidance. A lot of our guidance is behind the scenes. They know we're there, they know we're supporting them. We're not in their faces trying to give them advice, but they know where to find us when they need us. Many times students come into my classes, and I unfortunately teach the classes that everyone is required to take, freshman English, and they're not there because they want to be, but yet they end up leaving the class maybe with some knowledge about English, but also they leave with a relationship with me and all my other colleagues, the classes that they've been in. They usually get to know the teachers, because writing, at the freshman level anyway, is usually about personal things, who we are and where we're going.
One of the best things about Florida Southern is simply the caring and concern that instructors give to students. I hear that a lot. I hear that from students all over campus, actually, when they start naming certain professors and certain classes that they have. They like the sense of humor, or they like that particular professor's approach. And the other thing that I think is really important, too, is that the classes at Southern are taught by professors trained in their field, not by teaching assistants or graduate students. And I think that's a real valid point.
I don't know. I don't know if I could accomplish what I do here anyplace else because of the mix of ingredients that we have here. Small classes, great facilities, people who are interested in helping out in any way possible. I've had students before who came to college at Florida Southern because they liked the school and we didn't necessarily offer the major they wanted to take. And somehow we've created majors for students. The curriculum is flexible enough that there's room for individualized programming. I had a student one year who wanted to major in citrus advertising. We have a great citrus program here. We have a strong communications program. No one had thought to link the two majors together, but through her advisor and the dean, we found a program for her, scheduled the classes, and she graduated and is now participating in the citrus industry in Florida.
The other thing I can say about Florida Southern is that it was seriously a great place to grow up. I learned a lot about myself being a student here. I learned a lot about who I am, where I wanted to go, who I wanted to be. And when I got to graduate school, I had a pretty good handle on who I was. And Florida Southern helped me in that preparation.
I think one of the things that makes Florida Southern such a unique place is the involvement with faculty members and students together. I went to a large university that had over 22,000 students, and most of my professors I knew either from the back of a crowded auditorium, they were little dots on the stage, or they were on television. They had filmed the class earlier in the morning and we were shown it through audio visuals in the afternoon. At Florida Southern, you know your professors because you see them in small class settings of maybe 20, 25 students at the most. But the most important thing is that you see them out in the cafeteria, on the intramural field, you see them in the library. It's the kind of place where we work side by side with our students, and some of the best learning that takes place is not necessarily in the classroom, but in the library or just walking along the sidewalk talking between classes.
I think the other thing about Florida Southern that is important is that because the campus is not as large as a state university, students have more opportunity to get to know each other, and they make lasting friendships, and they also have the opportunities to experience a lot more things, whether it be the intramural program, the music program, the theater program, just whatever the college has to offer, students aren't afraid to take advantage of because it's within a family environment.
I mean, it's sincere. It's from the heart. You know, you can put it in pictures. You can stage pictures. You can have professional writers write testimonials. But that feeling from the heart that comes from this place, you can't reproduce that. Yeah. It's genuine. It's a good place.
Another difference is that Florida Southern guarantees you'll have the courses you need to get your degree in 4 years. A lot of schools these days can't offer that. So many students take 5 years or even more to graduate. That's at least 1 extra year of expenses they have to pay. It's something to think about if you're comparing the total costs of different schools over several years. And many people I know did that to make sure they're getting the most for their money. But believe me, I realize that picturing yourself at Florida Southern isn't just about money, or classes, or even new friends. It's about you, and how you want to spend the next 4 years. I guess maybe every college talks about extracurricular activities, but I just can't believe any school has more student involvement than Florida Southern. The difference, I think, is that the whole atmosphere here gives you the freedom to try things. This is not a sit and watch kind of place. It's a get up and do kind of place. You don't have to be a theater major to be in plays, or a music major to be in chorale, or a great athlete to play intramurals. If you want to try something, just do it. And you can start when you're a freshman. You don't have to wait until you're an upperclassman to really feel a part of things. Social life? That's pretty much up to you. I will say there's no reason for anyone to ever feel bored at Florida Southern. The fraternities and sororities are really active at Florida Southern. But even if that's not your thing, you'll find all kinds of events, entertainment, and fun on and off campus. Seen enough? Probably not. There's no way any video can show you everything. So I hope you'll visit the campus in person, if you haven't already. And I hope you'll realize it's really hard to describe what makes this place so special until you're actually here. It isn't just any one thing. It's a lot of things that all come together. It's the new friends you make, the new experiences you have, the new things you learn, not just about subjects, but about yourself. It's being away from home and growing up in a place where people know about you and care about you. Maybe other schools have some of these things. Maybe not. All I know for sure is that deciding where to attend college is a very hard decision. But now that I'm here, deciding to attend Florida Southern was the best decision I ever had to make. I hope whatever you decide, you feel the same way.